on episode 7. And in this episode, we're going to take a trip. A trip to, well, for starters, not that planet. Yeah, you don't have to worry about going to that planet. But I thought it would be nice of me, since most of you can't make it to Ryza, that I'll bring Ryza to you. So I'm going to go ahead and beam down to the surface. And this is just me. I don't bring any away team members. This is my vacation. Anyone else wants a vacation on the Yellow Springs, they can use the holodecks. Okay, we're on the planet. Let's slip into something more casual. My Ryza gear. Yep, that's right. I'm wearing a Hawaiian shirt. And if you can't tell, the women on that Hawaiian shirt are Orion's slave girls. Let's see, what's the first thing that we can do? Well, there's a biathlon starting up in about 3 minutes. In that case, I'll go ahead and give you a little bit of a tour. Using my little jetpack here. It's climate controlled, so you don't have to worry about rain or humidity. And what we're about ready to pass used to be an active volcano. Luckily, it's not active anymore. In fact, it's extinct. As you can tell by all the palm trees that are in the center of it. Ah, there you go. There's Ryza's 2 moons. And if you thought that was weird, it also has 2 suns. Which, if you're in Ohio, I'm betting you that's what it probably feels like right now. Ryza is a place for everyone to vacation. If they choose. Most people prefer to vacation on a holodeck of a starship. But most people, they take the time to actually go to Ryza because of its sandy beaches, its luxurious trees, wildlife, and every now and then just to get away from being a starship captain. See, the biathlon will begin. That requires a surfboard. And what you may not understand, you don't see waves on Ryza, so you're probably asking yourself, how am I going to use a power board? Well, that's easy. It has its own engine. Hence, power board. Okay, the biathlon will start in less than a minute. This thing can also jump. Ooh, look out for the rocks. A lot of places to lay low and relax a little bit. Ah, there's someone there making sandcastles. Here's the guy you go to if you want to make sandcastles. Or if you're like me, you have this. Show off. Let's see, 5 seconds. I'll be able to beam directly to the Biathlon start point. A Biathlon in this case involves powerboarding and jetpacking. Since that's the case, I'm going to make sure that this is one of my quick activators. Joining the Biathlon. And as you can see, some people have different kinds of boards. What I've got here pretty much is a standard board. Everyone else can go fancier. I do have another power board, but it's a little bit too fast for this Biathlon. You'll see why after the Biathlon is over. Here we go. And go. Oh, this is going to be so tricky. You gain so much speed in this thing, it becomes difficult to turn. That's why my character glows every single time. That's why I'm not worrying about using a big power board. Just using my standard one. Like I said, it's fast, but it doesn't turn well. And I'm not worried about getting first place in these biathlons. I still get rewarded for it. Oh boy, avoid those, avoid those. And I didn't. Okay, here we go. Going to jetpack. Now! Oh, turn, turn, turn. And there's the finish line. There you go. I got 2 tropical tags and 15 favors. And as time goes on, those favors build up. So what's the next thing after? Ooh, best part, artifact scavenger hunt. Well, in the meantime, I'm going to do a little flyby over. On that ship right there that you see right in front of the screen is what you can get for competing in the summer event. Let me go ahead and land. Ooh, stop, stop. Oh, that's going to be a drop. Ow. Sometimes I can't control how fast my jetpack goes. Anyway, here's what you do. You go into the reputations, and it's all this. You gain 40 of these a day. Only 40 a day. And right now I'm at 680 of those prize vouchers. So given time, I'll be able to unlock that ship for my account-wide characters. Meaning anyone can pilot that ship. And here's some people just trying to get a tan. And as you also notice that they're not all human, some of them are alien. Especially this guy. And him. But I'm being so... Let's take a little bit of a rest real quick before that artifact scavenger hunt begins. Let's see what I can do. Just laying in the sun, 2 suns, or just a little heads up right there. Ooh, I got a Grand Slam treble. Nice. Well, in the meantime, I might as well go ahead and show you what that other board I have is. Here it is. It's a mini power board elite. It's a Targ Hog. And I'll show you why I didn't use it. Yes, it's fast. Really fast. The problem is it doesn't turn well. And its momentum carries you everywhere. Now, in a power board race, a standard power board race, I might end up using that one. And just for all the ladies out there, my Andorian character doesn't really have a 6-pack. But then again, I have a hard time getting a workout in when I'm commanding a starship. In about 15 seconds. And here's the Ryzian vendor to turn in those favors. You get better jetpacks, power boards, swimwear.
For a limited time only, I will be awarding bonus favors to anyone who comes help me locate temporal artifacts. Say, friend, can I get your help with something?
Sure. So back.
There's a bunch of temporally displaced artifacts here on Ryza, and I mean to collect them all. With your help, of course. Partner? Oh, sure, some of these relics are useless junk, but some of them are worth their weight in sweet gold-pressed latinum. How can I help you today?
All right, let's initiate artifact scanner.
Try moving to a different location and scanning again. Your scanner will do a comparison to the last scan you made and tell you if you're getting closer or further away.
This is where the jetpack comes in handy. Getting closer. Still getting closer. This is the point of an artifact scavenger hunt. Could be anywhere. Okay, gotta go back this way now. Probably up that hill. And we're in the volcano. My luck, it's probably outside of the volcano, but I'll keep looking. This is probably the fastest jetpack I've got. It's one of the best. It cost me a ton of those favors. There's some of the local wildlife. Looks like a monkey. Hey, little guy. Oh, and don't worry, the local wildlife are friendly. One of the things that they emphasize on Ryza, being that it is a vacation planet, is absolutely no violence, no weapons, no negativity. Must be getting closer. I only need to find the one artifact. I'm wondering. Most of these I find on the beach.
You found it! Quickly, dig it up and bring it back to me at my camp.
It is literally a piece of junk. Even your tricorder can't figure out what it once was. You might be able to convince a very gullible life form that it has value, but I wouldn't count on it. Oh well, Sovak wanted an artifact regardless of what it was, and I'm going to give it to him. And in return, he's going to give me 50 of those favors. Which, like I said, more of these events that you do, the more they add up, the better equipment you can get.
Well done indeed. I admit I had some doubts at first, friend. But you came through in the end. I might make enough Latin to buy my own island here on Ryza. Be honest, the island of Sovak has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
It's okay.
How can I help you today, friend?
Thank you for the favors. Let's see how many I got now. 209. That's not the only things that I can get here on Ryza. Let me do it in a better lit area. The sun's not coming over these mountains, so... Now, there's 8 minutes remaining in this artifact scavenger hunt. Does that mean I can continue doing artifact scavenging hunt? Not really. It's on a 15-minute cooldown period. But I can do some other things. But first off, I want to show you some things. There's a place here at Ryza that you can actually... Remember those tags I got from winning the Biathlon? Well, I can actually turn those things in for these. Ryzian monkeys. I can have them as a pet. And they come in 3 different colors, red, green, and blue. But that's not the only thing. If you're lucky enough, when it comes to these duty officer assignments, you might get one that looks like this. One with a tiki mask on its face. And then in turn, if you don't want to keep these as pets, I mean they can't fight for you, you turn them into this guy. Trade in feather monkeys. Oh, that's what they're called. And you get mark packages for each one of these different reputations. But that's not the only thing you can get. They also have a bird area. Now, unfortunately, I don't have an egg that I can hatch, but everyone's in luck. Because I just happen to have one of those birds on me. And I've raised it all the way up to an adult. It is a tropical bird, senior tuft dusk diver. There he is. Just like the feather monkeys, they're pets. But if I wanted to, I could turn that bird in for more marks. But I don't plan on doing that right now. At least not right now. I also picked up this. A Summer Rysian Spotted Purple Caracal, however you pronounce it. I just call it a nice little kitty cat with purple eyes and purple fur. Hey, kitty, kitty, kitty. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, yeah, that's right. While there's still time, let's go ahead and do one of these events. Yes, let's make some sandcastles. Now give me 20 favors. And here we go. Let's sculpt a sand monument here. I gotta start with damp sand from the water line. Oh, and I don't need to worry about feeding these pets. They're fine just as they are. Okay, let's start the structure. Now I need some dry sand. Water is rising from beneath your sculpture and eroding it. Hold on a second. Alright, I'm coming back. Dredge your sculpture. Okay. Now you need to get some more dry sand. Well, let's have my bird follow me. A few well-placed rocks. Okay. They can be quite difficult to find, considering that they're very tiny. Alright, let's go back to the sculpture. Let's finish the monument. And there you go, folks. And then he gave me 20 favors. Now, if I wanted to, I could have picked up some sticks and really established it there, but I don't need to worry about that. What's next? Okay. Let's do some more flyovers. I know what I could do. And this is where my jetpack comes in real handy. Flying high. This is what I do. All I gotta do is go through these little gates, holographic gates. I don't have to race anybody. I just gotta go through the gates each time in order. Dipping down, dip back up. And now I gotta do 2 more of those. Like I said, I'm not racing anybody, so I can do it at my own pace. Well, they give me a timer to get all 3 of them done, but like I said, I don't have to rush it if I don't want to. See, that's the advantage of having this fast jetpack, is I can get these done pretty quickly. One more to go. These are a little bit more tight cornered, as you can tell by the coloration enhancement. Most of the other ones were green. This one's more of a yellowish green. And there. Now I'm going to do a site-to-site transport back to the resort. Yes, I'm going to transport in midair.
The limited time rewards have ended. You can still seek out artifacts, but only for the standard payout.
Thank you, Sovak. I go back to the event coordinator. She'll give me 20 favors. Oh, look at that. Another one of those aliens. And one of my own people, Andorians. Ah, here are the Caitians. They're the cat-like people. Literally, the cat-like people. Oh, hello there. Being a starship captain can be lonely, but this is why every now and then going to Ryza and seeing the beautiful women here is very good. And, the next event is a dance-off. This might sound kind of ridiculous, but it does have its reasons for it. Just like those previous events, it gives out favors. And in this case, I'm going to do it. Let's see who else is all here. Ooh, someone else has brought out their bird, too. And a Horta. And one of their own monkeys. Gee, that guy's tiny. And that's interesting. Someone actually in a baseball uniform. It's one of the uniforms you can get.
Half a minute. Get out on the dance floor.
Okay, I want to dance. Here comes the dance instructor. And some randomly generated dancers. Here, here, and there. And there. What's up first?
Do the snake.
Do the snake. Okay.
Do the running man.
Some of these dances I never even knew were real.
Raise the roof.
Raising the roof. And see there, I got 10 favors just for doing 3 of those dances. Now they want me to do 5 more.
Raise the roof.
And you got to do exactly what the instructor says, otherwise you don't get credit for the dance.
Do the running man.
So if it seems like you're doing one dance over and over again, it's only because you're instructed to.
Do the side step. To the snake.
One more to go, and I'll get some more favors.
Just dance.
No idea what that dance is called. And they gave me 15 more of those favors for doing 5 of those dances. Now they want me to do 10 of those dances.
Do
Like
the
before.
robot.
Oh, now this is a classic.
Do the sidestep.
Oh, great. Someone's blowing up balloons, too.
Dance club style.
Anyone else got balloons?
Do the leg kick.
Someone even brought their little kitty cat.
Do the running man.
I'm not the only one here that has birds. And there are different kinds of birds here.
Just dance.
Four more and I get more favors.
Just dance. Woo! Wave your hands.
I wish he hadn't done it that way.
Raise the roof.
One more to go.
Do the leg kick.
That gives me 25 favors. Now, if I do 20 more of these, I get 50. And I complete the dance
club
off.
style.
The minimum amount they want you to do is 3. The maximum amount they want you to do is 20.
Woo! Wave your hands.
And there are some people here that do wear their uniforms. This guy, for instance. And her.
Dance club style.
Someone's popping balloons again. Right at my feet. Oh well.
Raise the roof.
If I have to. No idea what she's doing.
Do the robot. Do the robot.
Well, and just so you know, that bird I have just sits there. You can't command them to do anything. There are two kinds of pets in this game. Combat pets and non-combat. The birds and the monkeys are non-combat.
Do the sidestep.
The only thing that can really be a combat pet would be, as you can see, there was one pet here that was there was a Horta here. And that little guy right there can be
Do the robot.
a combat pet too. Meaning they can assist you in battle. But I wouldn't recommend taking these non-combat pets into a battle. Boy, that guy likes to pop balloons.
Just dance.
He must be bored.
Do the leg kick.
Almost done, folks. I get all 20, I'll get 50 of those favors, and all those favors that I've been getting have been adding up, too. So there is a point to doing this.
Do the sidestep.
And like I said before, these favors you can use, if you have enough of them, you can turn them in for better power boards, better floaters, jetpacks, or vacation like outfits.
Do the robot.
Or if you want to, although I don't see any point in doing it, you get some festive food from here as well.
Just dance.
Which reminds me, after this dance-off is over with, I'm going to go to the local bar and see what they have food-wise and drink-wise. That way, if people are curious, they can see what they have.
Woo! Wave your hand.
One more to go.
Dance club style.
When I first started this initially about a couple years ago, I thought it was kind of stupid.
Do the
But then I
robot.
saw the advantages of doing all these things and getting all these items and stuff. Just because you're a starship captain doesn't necessarily mean you can't take a vacation every now and then.
Dance club style.
One more to go.
Do the running man.
Got it. Just completed the dance party, and I got 50 of those favors. Okay, where do I need to go? Oh yeah, that's right, the local bar. Because the next thing up is the power board race, and then the last event for this video will be the Scavenger Hunt. I gotta go to another bar. That guy's tapped out. And just so I could show you guys what other things look like, here's what some of the power boards look like. Some are nice and decorative. Some are standard. Some are small. Ah, here we go. A local bartender. What do you got that's good? A jipper, which is a authentic version of this drinks are typically found only in the hands of extremely wealthy due to some of its rare ingredients. However, Rising hospitality has managed to approximate the delicacy almost perfectly, allowing the masses to fully enjoy the sip on each beach without exuberant cost. Okay. Green juice. I think that's pretty much speaks for itself. Spumani ice cream. Egg white burrito. Blueberries. Bajoran mojito, which I'm guessing is pretty much like a regular mojito, only with Bajoran spices. Cacao bowl. Rising sunrise. Surrey Bay iced tea. Stadium soft drink. Rosca juice. Rising Mai Tai. Rising wine. Well, this will be good for some chocolate lovers. Chocolate passion punch. Baked Rising beans. Ikaberry torte. Panamerian sea urchins. Oysters Rockefeller. Nachos. Hot dogs. Peanuts. Caramel coated popcorn. And those are just the Rising stuff. The rest of this stuff is regular stuff. Like coffee, Earl Grey tea, Ferengi snail juice, hot chocolate, Klingon Raktajino, Klingon Targ milk, prune juice, root beer, spring wine, Synthahol, Andorian tuber root, Bajoran Hasperat, Bajoran mappa bread, banana pancakes, catfish sandwich, croissants, feline supplements, field rations, haggis, and jambalaya. Okay, the powerboard race is going to start really soon, and I think that's where I'm going to use this mini board. Lucky for me, this is where it starts. And I told everyone that I didn't use the mini board on the Biathlon because, like I said, this thing goes really fast, which is good for people who love speed, but people who want good turning abilities might think otherwise. Plus, and the fact is, it looks badass. Let's see, how many of those favors do I have now? Ooh, 349. Like I said, those favors added up. And I also got 19 of those tropical tags, which means I can turn those in for breeding monkeys if I wanted to. Join the race. See, he's got a smaller board. That's because he got it from one of the Phoenix Prize Pack stores. And the only things that they do as far as these power boards go is some of them go faster, some of them go slower, and some of them turn better, and some of them don't turn better. Oh, great. Someone activated a party drone. Anyone near it goes crazy and starts dancing a lot, regardless of who they are. Unless, of course, some of these people... Three, two, one. Here we go. And go. Can get a little tricky. Especially at this point. Ooh, I'm gonna hit that. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Slow down. Slow down. Nope, I didn't mean go that fast. Ah, I got disqualified. Because that's the problem. That one was big and nice, but it was too fast. Oh well. Let's do a little flyover. Next event is the Horgon Hunt, which I can do. Now that one I can't get disqualified in. I'm just going to do a simple flyby. See what else they have here. Nice plants. Don't worry, that's a controlled fire. Ah, yeah, there's this guy here named Pavel. Okay, basically what he's doing is he's playing a little game of hide and seek. Now here's the catch. I can find him, but I can only do it at nighttime. Apparently that's how the game creators made that. So I can't go ahead and looking for him because I can't find him. And before you're wondering, no, I tried actually going up to land on that ship, but I can't go any further than that. The map won't expand that far. They just show that to show people what they're going after for this favors thing. Speaking of favors, let's see what else we can get. Can't get much with how many I got, but I can at least look. I can get emotes, baseball swing, dance swish, dance cupid. Those are those items I can get for eating. Here's some outfit boxes for male and female. This is the one that I got. Or you can go with waves. And then they got baseball uniforms too. Inspired by the one Deep Space Nine episode, Take Me Out to the Holosuite. Then they got some ground equipment that I can use to either equip on my character or my bridge officers, which, lucky enough for me, I was able to do that a while back, so I don't have to worry about getting any of these. What I'd like to get, though, is maybe some of these vanity shields. That'll make my appearance on my ship look different. That's where I got that one Caracal. And if I wanted to, I could trade in 150 of those for a Rising and Tropical Egg, but I can find those other places. And a baseball, too. Horgon Hunt will begin in 50 seconds. Now, like I said, I only got 300 and some odd of those favors. But, like I said, if you come here on Ryza and you do these events, you may not get a whole lot at first. But the more you do them, the more they build up. Some of these events you have to wait based on the summer event scheduling. Like right now, it says the Horgon Hunt's going to begin. And then after that is the Biathlon again, and then another Scavenger Hunt. What I'm going to do is a Horgon Hunt, and that'll be it for this video of me taking you on my vacation. I think that bird's had enough flying for one day. Bye-bye, birdie.
The Horgon Hunt has started. Talk to the Horgon Collector to participate.
Welcome to Ryza. Have you picked up a souvenir Horgon yet?
Let me ask this guy some questions so people can understand what's going on here. What is a Horgon?
A Horgon is a special statuette made here on Risa. It's part of our cultural tradition. The Horgon signals that you're looking for a partner for some relaxation and enjoyment. Most visitors to Risa make sure to pick one up as a souvenir. I'm a collector and sculptor of Horgons, and I've set up a scavenger hunt in which you can search the island for hidden Horgons. Participate and you can win favors.
Okay.
Welcome to Risa. Have you picked up a souvenir Horgon yet?
Let's begin that Horgon hunt.
Welcome to Risa.
And as you saw, I can get 75 favors just for finding these Horgons. Here's one right here. Gives out 2 favors. And this is also where the jetpack comes in handy. I got 13 minutes to figure out, get at least 9 more of these Horgons. Each Horgon I get gives me a random number of favors, and on a rare basis will give me a Rysian egg. Like the last 2 I just picked up only gave me 2 favors, which doesn't sound like a whole lot, but believe me, you do this enough, they start adding up. Of course, the cheapest thing to do, actually it's not cheap, it's expensive way to do it, is go onto the exchange and buy favors, but it'll cost you your energy credits. Here, this one. This one's got 3. I'm going to skip that one on the other side. Is it right here, or is it on the other side? There it is, right there, on the other side. Gives out 3. Okay, keep on going. And there's one down here. That one only gave out 2. Halfway there. More wildlife. Probably the same kind of monkey I saw before. Like I said, they give out rising eggs every once in a while. And then what I would do is I would take that egg to the bird collector, and then after 20 hours they would hatch the egg, and then after another 20 hours they would raise that egg all the way up to an adult. It would take at least a couple days to get it to a full adult. And then if you want to, like that one bird I have, you can keep him as a pet, or you can turn him in for reputation marks. 2 more to go. I'm hoping and praying for at least one of those eggs, although I got plenty of birds in my bank. Okay, folks, 1 more to go. And it is probably right in here. No eggs. But for finding all these Horgons, I got 75 of those favors, plus the favors I picked up from each Horgon I got. So let's see, how many of those Horgons favors do I have now? 447 of those. Like I said, it's a grind when getting these favors, or like I said before, if you don't want to be wear and tear through it, and you have plenty of energy credits, which at this point I don't, You can go to the exchange, and some people are willing to sell favors. The maximum amount of favors that someone can sell is 999. The problem is some people are really greedy and want a lot of money for them. Luckily for me, I don't sell my favors. I mean, I could and get a lot of energy credits back, but then I'd be losing out on the chance to get some more of those items. What I'm doing is I'm heading back to the resort. I'm going to go into where the exchange is, and I'll show you what I mean by some people who are greedy. Hello! Okay, I'm going to search items under favors. Okay, cheapest one, which I could afford, is 50 favors for 350 energy credits, or 100 for 675 energy credits. Both of those I could afford, but I'm not going to do it. Like I said here, 999, 6,500,000. Bet you that's not the highest. Yep, that wasn't the highest. For 900, 7 million. Then someone's willing to sell them for 7,100,000, 7,200,000. Then someone's willing, a couple people are willing to sell them for 8 million. Ouch, that one's going to be a hurt. 9,500,000 energy credits. 10 million. 20 million, 60 million, and that guy's just crazy right here. 173 million energy credits for just only 173 favors? No, that's not worth it. Well, in this case, I might as well go ahead and show you, not my account, bank. Let's see. I got this Brysian Tuft Passion Wing, a Tuft Fire Spray, a Sunset Streamer, a Grotto Glider, so let me show them off. I showed you off one of them. Okay, let's go, well, let's do it in a well-lit area first. There's still 6 minutes left on the scavenger hunt, so I could do it here. Let's do it here in the water. Let's go with the Tuft Passion Wing. Or did I already show that one off? Oh, there you go, folks. Fireworks. I know 4th of July already came and went, but there's no holding back here on Ryza. Sunset Streamer. All these birds are pretty much the same with the exception of their color and in some cases their tails. Like the fire spray, for instance. See this one? See, it's got 3 extensions on its tail. Is there another one I could... And this is the original one I showed you. Same one as before. 3 extensions on its tail. And then, of course, here's a feather monkey, a red feather monkey. Let's get him out of the water. Poor little guy. We have a tiki mask. Here's a blue one with a tiki mask. And then here, of course, is a green one, which you've already seen before, without a tiki mask. But that's pretty much what they look like. What else was there? Building another sandcastle right here. Watch it collapse. Let's see, can I do anything else on this park bench? Not that one. Okay, that's freaky, just seeing him watch me lay there. Sometimes it is a little bit glitched. But it's a good spot to enjoy the fireworks. Guess they can say Happy 4th of July from Ryza. Forget about that bench. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed this special episode of Star Trek Yellow Springs. I will see you sometime later in the future for the same season. Until then, this is Captain Chris Dorn, signing off.